So I'm sitting here in the wilderness over here by Lake Murray. Here to share a few of the books I've been reading this Bigfoot season. I call it Bigfoot season because I've been researching Bigfoot legends, cryptid stories. I've been delving into the topic a lot for my own book about the Proctor Valley Monster. And I've been presenting this book this past fall all around here. It's a book focused on a Bigfoot legend from Chula Vista, California, near San Diego. But in researching for the book, I really delved into a lot of Bigfoot lore and stories about cryptids from around the world. So I want to share 3 fun books that are related for my fellow Bigfoot and cryptid lovers. This one is by John A. Keel, The Complete Guide to Mysterious Beings. This is kind of a catch-all for, all types of mysterious beings, cryptids, cryptozoology, animals like, the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot, of course, many others, and a lot of other stranger beings. Like, he doesn't even call them creatures, he just calls them beings, because he includes alien stories in here. We've got UFO stories. It feels like the author, he's never met a cryptid he didn't like. He's just sort of open to all of it. And so he's got chapters on little people legends even, which I'm also fascinated with. Chapters on close encounters, like what people call alien encounters, and a lot of other even stranger. And I think he really leans into the paranormal side of all of that. This idea of that there could be beings that are kind of interdimensional beings, that they're not exactly flesh and blood, or maybe they are, but they sometimes enter our dimension and go out back into another one. All those sort of more exotic ideas that you find. So at the opposite end of the spectrum here, we've got this book, which is just very scientifically minded. Sasquatch Legend Meets Science. This is by Jeff Meldrum. And Jeff Meldrum, he's a primatologist, and he is convinced that it's very possible there could be an unknown primate out there somewhere. Something like Sasquatch or Yeti, or even multiple species. So in this book, he goes deep into, let's take a look here. He goes into everything. He goes into the footprints. He analyzes the footprints as a primatologist who studied footprints of known primates around the world. So his footprints are a big thing for him. And he's just looking at the evidence, looking at, he's comparing it to existing primates that we know about. Very scientifically minded, and so he's just analyzing the facts as a scientist. So he would probably not be down with this idea of a creature that is multi-dimensional or kind of not physical. He's just looking at the bare facts of what's the possible evidence for a physical primate that science doesn't know about yet. And the third book I found, these are all from the local San Diego Public Library. Third book I found is this fun one, Death in the Dark Woods by Annalise Ryan. And it's just sort of a fun romance, there's a little romance in it, a mystery novel, really. You could probably call it the cozy mystery genre, because it is, there's not a lot of violence. And actually, the opening scene's pretty violent. But most of it is just sort of, fun whodunit story. And the main character, the protagonist, she travels to this town in Wisconsin, I believe, and she goes there looking for Bigfoot. She's a cryptozoologist, but the local police, they've called her out there because they had a few attacks, men who were attacked by something that just mauled their bodies in this horrific way, and they think it could be a Bigfoot type creature out in the mountains in Wisconsin, Michigan, somewhere around that area, Great Lakes area. And so that one is just for fans of cryptids, it's a really fun little mystery novel. I won't spoil anything for you. There's always a lot of questions. The main character, she's very skeptical also. She wants to believe there could be something out there, but she has to also eliminate all the other possibilities. So there's always this question, what actually did this? Was it a creature? Was it a human? Was it something in between? So those are three fun Bigfoot related books from the library for this Bigfoot season. And of course, don't forget about my own book, The Proctor Valley Monster, which, thanks to a grant from the city of Chula Vista, we were able to present in a lot of schools and libraries and venues in the area, and give copies of it to all the local schools and libraries in Chula Vista. So out here on the shores of lovely Lake Murray, thinking about Bigfoot, thinking about unknown creatures. And when you get out to a lovely wilderness area like this, it makes you want to believe maybe there could be something out there. Because the fact is, a lot of the wilderness around here, around Southern California, people say that they've seen creatures that sound an awful lot like a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. In fact, one person that I talked to, she said that she saw 3 dark furry creatures wandering right around here at Lake Murray.